kind of a bittersweet occasion. As you know, we've had our commemoration of the Polish Constitution Day for some years now, and a wonderful parade tomorrow. But a couple of months ago, I was visited by an aide to the President of Poland, who indicated he was coming to our state, the state of Illinois, the land of Lincoln. He would be here on this very day, and we would have the honor of his presence at our commemoration of Polish Constitution Day. Then the tragic events of April 10th, I think, touched everyone in our state, our country, and obviously in Poland, and indeed the whole world. And I think the loss of President Kaczynski and his wife and the 90-some members of their group that was going to the Kęton massacre remembrance, it's very important that we remember. So I'd ask everyone now for a moment of silence that we remember those who have given their lives for what we all believe in, democracy. Our state has had since 1993 a partnership for peace with the people of Poland, the government of Poland, and the military of Poland. We here in Illinois have a great National Guard. We're very, very proud of the 13,000 and more men and women, our citizen soldiers, who answer the call to duty, who go forward in places of danger to defend democracy. And I'm very happy to say that right next to them are the Polish military. I've been to Poland. I've seen firsthand the sacrifice made by Polish soldiers for democracy. I went to the military headquarters in Warsaw, Poland, and saw the memorial to the literally dozens of Polish soldiers who've given their lives in Iraq and indeed Afghanistan. So we must remember them, and we must remember why they are fighting and why we are fighting for democracy. People of Illinois think very, very highly of the people of Poland. We have deep love and affection for the people of Poland, and that's why we have such a close bond, not only through our National Guard, but from many cultural ties, educational ties, commercial ties. It's very important that we always stand together.
I'm honored by your invitation to take part in this commemoration of the Polish Constitution of May 3rd, 1791. The end of the 18th century produced three constitutions, considered three first modern constitutions in the world. The American Constitution of September 17, 1787 was the oldest. The first in Europe and second in the world was the Polish Constitution of the May 3rd, 1798, preceding the French September Constitution by several months. The American Constitution was forged in the fire of the American War. The French one was produced by the Revolution, while the Polish Constitution bloomed from bloodless changes resulting from forces striving to recover independence of their own state and sovereignty of their nation. The Constitution changed the political system in Poland. It gave a new and modern way of ruling the country as we know it today, with a separation of the functions of lawmaking and the application of the law and the judging of citizens of the country. Such a division created a modern and democratic country, the first of its kind in Europe. Amongst many changes, the peasants were promised a certain amount of freedom, and the influence of the nobility was limited. The political system changed the Polish ruling system from parliamentary monarchy to constitutional monarchy. New and very modern reforms were implemented, and Poland finally had a chance to strengthen her independence and become one of the important and modern nations in Europe.
Each year, the Polish community gathers, whether it's here or abroad, across the world, to bring attention to our heritage and remember the Constitution of 1791 and share with our Polish neighbors and friends. Democracy is not a new idea for Poland. The heart and soul of Poland have always been democracy, and it goes back to the time where they first arrived in Jamestown in 1608. The Polish Constitution is modeled after ours, that of the United States, making it very similar in so many aspects. It included the principles of individual liberty and a separation of powers that we so dwell on. It stated that all the power would be derived from the people themselves. A truly revolutionary idea in the 18th century. We celebrate Polish Constitution Day because of the establishment of democracy and the philosophy of humanitarianism and tolerance, including entire liberty for all people, to be treated all the same.
Standing behind me, you'll see soldiers and airmen from the Illinois National Guard who represent but a handful of the more than 3,000 Illinois National Guardsmen who have served with the Poles. They've served in Poland, they've served in Iraq, they've served in Afghanistan. They've trained with the Poles, they've sweated with the Poles, and they've bled with the Poles. Right now it's 10 p.m. in a place called Ghazni Province, Afghanistan. The governor was there. As we speak, there are 2,600 Polish soldiers serving in Ghazni Province. With them are 18 Illinois National Guard soldiers. They don't serve there as advisors to the Poles. They don't serve there as trainers with the Poles, but they are with the Poles, embedded on the staff, serving as staff members. One of those soldiers serves as a deputy commander of that unit. That's the trust. That's the loyalty between Illinois, the Illinois National Guard, and Poland.
This is something very special, I think, to Polish Americans, and to all Poles. And it is a very, very sad occasion where we remember those who lost their lives in the cause of democracy and freedom. And long live Poland, long live the United States of America, and long live freedom and democracy. And so